What's going on, guys? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. I know I am with some recent news that I have just looked into. Always checking up on certain sets from Sword and Shield. This set in particular is kind of the most iconic set from Sword and Shield. Maybe even the most iconic modern set ever. I really lean towards 151. I really like 151, but 151 is still fresh. It's still new. It's going to take some time for that to grow. But this set has been growing pretty much since its release, and I'm really happy to talk about this. Evolving Skies, absolutely rocketing right now. I mean, okay, let's not get too crazy here. It's moved up about $100, $150 in price, but that's pretty big. Some people would even argue it's moved up $200 in price. We're talking about like 30% gains here. We're talking about, you know, a box being 500 jumping to 700, 450 jumping to 650. The huge jump there. I think that a lot of people have been talking about modern a little bit too much. And I think that can be kind of negative, right? Because it's the same content being used over and over and over again. But occasionally, the helpful updates of like where these sets are going, they're exciting. They are really exciting. And Evolving Skies, for one, when I looked on eBay at Evolving Skies, I was like, oh my God, is this really happening? We're seeing sales now close to 700 and easily over 600. This is crazy. I don't have like a big position of Evolving Skies. I think I have 11 boxes. But it's still really exciting. And it's funny because I've been opening a ton of sleeved packs recently on the live streams, and I guess that money is just down the drain on those. It hurts a little bit more knowing that the set is going up in value. But let's talk about this. So what does this mean for the rest of these modern sets, right? Evolving Skies really is the most popular one, but there's going to be a point where it does get it's going to price people out. It's going to hit a level that tops off that people are not going to want to get close to. And I feel like $600-700 is there. I mean, this is not an old set. $600 to $700 for this set. Okay, let's rewind here. Go back. Did you guys like my rewind sound effect? Let's go back here and look at XY Evolutions, okay? This is a set that took forever to get to $700. It took forever. All the way from 2016 to probably 2020, 2021. So we're talking 4 or 5 years. And now you guys are going to say, okay, well, Evolving Skies is going to be coming up around that point sometime here soon, in the next year or two. But the difference was Pokemon XY in 2016, they had Pokemon Go. And then, of course, we had the pandemic. We had more of the Pokemon booming market. If you don't know that, during the pandemic, Pokemon cards, streamers, YouTubers, all of that, the whole culture got really popular. TCG collecting got really popular. And you saw a lot of people, an influx of people coming into the hobby because of that. You know, now I wonder what's going to happen to these other booster boxes, you know, to Silver Tempest. We just talked about that. And Brilliant Stars, we just talked about that. But what's going to happen with these other sets that just quite haven't moved yet? They're going to move. It's going to be a matter of time here, maybe when they're officially off Pokemon Center. But like, my point is, like, XY took a really long time, and it had the pandemic, it had Pokemon Go, and it took a few years. This set, within, I don't know, I guess it's been 2 years. I guess it's been 2 years since the set came out. But guys, this jump is ridiculous. It's crazy. It's something to be really excited about. Like, it feels like a huge win. And when you compare it to traditional investments, if it goes up 30-40% per year, you know, or even in a 2-year period, let's say, that's 15% a year. That's going to beat most index funds. So now Evolving Skies is an anomaly, and it's a really stacked set. You know, I just don't know if we're going to see this with the other sets anytime soon, but it is crazy to see this. We've got a lot of great alt arts in Evolving Skies, and it has every reason to grow, but I am honestly shocked. I feel like there's a lot of FOMO in this hobby, and that may be driving these prices. Like I don't really understand it right now. It feels somewhat like a bubble, and it feels like 700. Like, sell your Evolving Skies now. $600-700 a box. Sell your Evolving Skies now. Even with fees, you're still getting that $600. Even if you cover shipping, you're still getting $600 if you can sell at $7. And so, like, oh, this is tough because this is a great set. I've loved owning this set, and I will still probably own one or two. I have said in the past that I believe that this set's going to be in $1,000 box and not too long. I was figuring maybe 5 years, similar to XY Evolutions. I think that was the big XY set, and so I look at Evolving Skies to be the big Sword and Shield set, the same way we look at Team Up to be the big Sun and Moon set. I feel like $1,000 is probably closer to where you would want to sell at, but maybe these boxes are just being opened at an alarming rate right now. I mean, I don't think I don't think the hobby is growing exponentially right now, but maybe that's something too. I feel like a lot of people are actually getting out of the hobby from like clout chasing and influencers and YouTubers, myself included. I think people are just getting, like, the hobby's just changed so much that a lot of people are cycling out of it. That's, a gut feeling that I have, and something that I've talked to with a couple other people who've sold their collections over on eBay, and I'll ask them, like, why are you getting rid of these cards? And a lot of the answers are like, I just don't want to collect Pokemon cards anymore. I don't want to be a part of this community and the hobby. I think it's toxic. There's a lot of stuff like that, and so it's amazing to me and really refreshing when we see a set like this go up in value like it has, and I can't believe it, and I'm really interested to hear what you guys think about this. I wanted to talk about some box break that just went down. I also want to talk about another YouTuber made some points on silence in the hobby, and I thought that was a really, really good point, and how if we highlight the bad things in the hobby, it might actually benefit people that are doing bad things in the hobby. I don't know if that makes sense, but there's I'm going to talk about that in another video, but just that if we talk about someone's content that you really don't like, and then a bunch of people check out that content, you might end up helping the person that you're trying to, I guess, stop or slow down their content creation. You might end up helping them. I don't know. I just saw a thumbnail. I thought it was really interesting, and I thought it was worth bringing up at some point. But yeah, that'll be for a separate video. That's going to be a fun one to unravel. But I just wanted to check in on Evolving Skies, and I saw those prices and just could not believe it. I mean, I just could not believe it. It's really exciting. I wish I had bought a lot more of it. But it's nice to see that Pokemon, there are parts of this hobby that can, we kind of diversify. When we're talking about investing in Pokemon, we kind of diversify a bit, and it's like, I'm going to buy a little bit of every set, right? And that can help because maybe the other sets don't perform so well, and then a set like Evolving Skies performs really well and outperforms everything. And basically what you can do from there is just keep rinsing and repeating, doing the same things. And, eventually a lot of these products are going to go up in price because product is being opened every day. That and the amount of content being created talking about investing, that has increased exponentially. It seems like a lot of people are doing that now. And it's either Pokemon drama, content drama, Pokemon investing. There's less people actually talking passionately about the cards, and there's more people we're just talking about aspects of the hobby, and it's really like, it's whittled down to, like, it seems like there's only a couple avenues you can do as a YouTuber with, like, talking about investments and modern sealed product and drama in the hobby, stuff that happens, which can be kind of interesting. And I think it's kind of inevitable, right? We see these really big YouTubers, and it's kind of hard to ignore stuff like stories or rumors or things that happen, drama, if you will. It's kind of hard to ignore that stuff. So it gets talked about, and I think that's going to become more of a normal thing as this space grows. You've got kind of the iconic box breakers and live streams, and you've got the big names. It's I can't believe it. I remember thinking that I was crazy for putting so much money into modern sealed product and into Pokemon cards in general. And it feels really good to come full circle. And this is only one product, right? Like, we shouldn't get too excited. It's like, okay, one box has done really, really well. That doesn't speak for everything. But the other boxes, like Fusion Strike, is starting to move a little bit as well. But I'm very... Right now, I'm on the fence of like, all right, Orion, you're seeing this in real time happen. You're seeing these boxes go up in value. Are you just going to stand by now and continue, collecting vintage cards and stuff that I like? Or am I going to go for the growth option, which it's not a sexy option, right? Buying modern Pokemon card sets is not like a sexy option. And then sitting on sealed product, it's very boring. And your money is going to be tied up. But then times like this happen, and it's like, wow, like I think I spent $150 a box of Evolving Skies, not too long after it came out, even as it was going up. And now I'm sitting here with the chance to sell a box at $700, take a hit on fees, and get $600 after the fact. And in real time, I will have made $450 a box. That's insane. That's actually that's a game changer right there. And that could go up. And it really is like with Pokemon modern sealed product, it really seems like a money game. Like this, it really does seem like more for investing than actual collecting. Because I can tell you right now, if you open up this Evolving Skies booster box, you are very highly unlikely to get the Umbreon, the Moonbreon. You're unlikely to get the VMAX Rayquaza or any of the really good alt arts. This set is painful. I have opened a lot of this set, and I have really nothing to show for it. And I have seen people chase cards in this set and end up with nothing to show for it. I think one of the most iconic and deserves mention is Rattle Pokemon. Rattle Pokemon opened so many sets, so many boxes, just to pull the Umbreon. I don't even want to know how much he opened. It was a ridiculous amount of cards. I want to say like around 3,000 plus packs, but that can't be true. It was more. I feel like it was way more than that. But I don't know. I can't remember quite right. But I know for a fact that a lot of people have opened this box and it's been painful. It's been a painful time opening this set. So it's like people aren't buying this set at the price they're buying it for because they see value in it, really. I think people are just seeing the sealed investment. And because so many people have opened these boxes, they're still doing printing on Evolving Skies, by the way. They're still doing printing. I don't think they're doing booster boxes. Obviously, they're not doing booster boxes, but there are still vending machines around the country. Someone in our Discord actually gets a lot of their packs from one. There are still machines around the country that are selling Evolving Skies. So they're still running Evolving Skies. So it's amazing that the price is also going up while this product is still being made available. Like, it's not like it was just printed and there's an abundance of it out there. It's also still being available to the public at these vending machines. We don't have any in Charlotte that I know of, but it's still being made available. So it's amazing with all of that. And with, in my opinion, the hobby falling off a little bit. I feel like the health of this hobby has declined a little bit. That's more of a gut feeling than anything, right? Like, I don't know. I just remember the hype around pandemic time, and shame on me because we're not in a pandemic anymore. We're not in COVID anymore. Everything is different now, but it feels like the hobby has cooled down a lot and people have pretty much got back to living their day-to-day lives. and kind of Pokemon cards has now become, you know, less of a popular thing. And I'll just leave it at that. But yeah, guys, this absolutely incredible. Evolving Skies, $600 to $700. We have plenty of sales, plenty of examples. So this price has now been cemented. I definitely think it's inflated. It's so inflated. I think it's very artificial. I really wonder who are buying these boxes at $600 and $700. And I would like to know, if you are buying this box for $500, $600, $700, what's your game plan with it? Are you opening it? Are you just sitting on a sealed investment? And like, I understand that. I think the value is going to continue to go up on a set like this because it just seems to be the unicorn set of Sword and Shield. It's at the end of the day, it's not even that interesting. It's like, okay, it's kind of like a commodity. It's going up. The supply is going down. The demand is going up. And, you know, it's a sealed product that's worth more because it's untampered. It's irrelevant what's inside of the box. It's just amazing that Pokemon cards have gotten to this point, and that, you know, if you would have invested a whole lot of money into Sword and Shield era, who knows what kind of returns you would have had. And, you know, I think it's I talk Pokemon investing, but I also give it crap because it's almost inundating. We see way too much of it. But there are times like this where we have to bring up the fact that it's undeniable that some of these sets have performed really, really well. And how can we learn from that? Is that going to repeat itself? Is it going to spread to all the other sets eventually? Is every single set going to have potential eventually? I also have like 5 heavy hitters boxes left. And with Evolving Skies going up in price, I mean, $600, guys, we're $600, $700. Guys, we are talking 36 packs in a booster box. If it sells for $700, that means it's like $20 a pack for Evolving Skies, which means, you know, I've got my heavy hitters boxes from Sam's Club, and those have 2 Evolving Skies per box. Like I'm just wondering, like, if the single pack prices will be affected by this, and those will become more of a higher value item too. It should be correlated, but I do understand, you know, the value is really in the sealed staple product like the booster box. This is just crazy. This is a crazy time to be in Pokemon. I am thankful to be a part of it. I am thankful to be more of a long-term holder on this stuff. And thankful that I haven't needed the money enough to where I had to sell it, because there were some times where I bought some cards that I probably shouldn't have bought money price-wise, and, you know, selling Evolving Skies definitely came up numerous times, and I always ended up just saying, you know what, I'm just going to take a sit back on this again. I think I would sell all of my other sets, all my ETBs, all my boxes, all my UPCs. I think I would sell everything before I sold Evolving Skies, just because it has one of my favorite Pokemon on the front of the box. Like, it's honestly the stupidest reason that I love this box. It's just the colors, the yellow, the green, having Rayquaza on the front. And then, of course, you've got that sick Umbreon on the side. The artwork is just awesome. Even though these boxes have gotten a lot more plain than they used to be in the old days, the Evolving Skies box still hits different. It's nice. Like, just the green and yellow lettering, it just looks so phenomenal. Anyways, yeah, let me know what you guys think about this. Like, this is craziness. What is going on in the hobby? Are things just gonna get even more heated up from here? It's just wild. And then the big question is, what is the Evolving Skies of Scarlet and Violet? Does Scarlet and Violet even have an Evolving Skies, essentially? Is it 151? Is that truly the best thing to get in Scarlet and Violet? My opinion, yes, absolutely. It's going to end up being the most popular set. We will see the next sets come out. Temporal Forces is right around the corner. We're going to see all these sets come out, and I swear people are going to go back and be like, I should have bought more 151, myself included. I only have one booster bundle display case. That's the only thing I have left. I pretty much opened everything I had, which sucks because the single prices of Evolving Skies I don't think are going up the same way. Like, I don't think they're as correlated with the sealed product because there's tons of singles out there. But I am going to double check on that and see. I should have done that before this video just to see if the Umbreon and Rayquaza in a PSA 10 have gone up in value. Because you would think with the sealed prices going up, it's going to get harder to find that card, harder to get that card. And even though there are 10,000 plus PSA 10s out there, at least, if not that much or more, you know, even with that being the case, that card is so popular and the box is going up in price. Will that card go up in price in the highest grade? So these are going to be some interesting things to follow in the coming years of collecting. But yeah, awesome time to be in the hobby. I wonder what's up next, and hopefully we'll get some reprints on 151. It's kind of ridiculous. It's a semi-recent set, and it's a very recent set. What am I even saying? We should have more of it. There should be more of it. There should be tons of reprints coming. UK got reprints. We should get reprints over here in the US. So hopefully it's just a waiting game until Target says, hey, we've got booster bundles in stock. You know, Best Buy says, hey, we have booster bundles in stock. The only other option is buying on eBay and just buying the display cases and just spending the $400, which, mind you, these are $26, $27. And then I think tax puts them at about $30 for most people. So to get a booster bundle case, in my opinion, for $300 of 151 is a good deal. It's like paying $150 for an Evolving Skies booster box back when this set was very, very fresh. I think it's the same thing. If you can find a booster bundle case for $300, snag. That's a buy. Buy as many of those as you can. That's what Evolving Skies, it makes me feel like. It's like, that's a really good set. I feel that set doing a similar thing. And that's just a gut feeling. I felt that with Crown Zenith, and I was horribly wrong. But I'm also learning that special sets sometimes don't have all the juice. But 151 is unlike any of the other special sets. Really love that set. Very forgiving set. Anyways, it'll be interesting to see what's up next. What are the next sets that are going to absolutely boom in price? Yeah, not to exaggerate too much. Just very exciting, guys. If you have Evolving Skies, congratulations. This was an awesome bandwagon to be a part of. Yeah. All right, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Just enjoyed talking about Evolving Skies real short. I know I've been gone for a couple days. I've been just working a lot. We've had some really late nights at the bar. Last night I was there till 3 a.m. Tonight I'll be there till midnight. It's just super draining. So I'm excited to... I haven't even been going to the gym. I haven't been doing anything. I've been blobbing the past couple days and then just working really late night shifts. So hopefully get back into a healthy routine, get back in the gym, take care of myself, and then get back to making videos. So as you guys can tell, I'm probably not all there today, but I saw that news on Evolving Skies and I was like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. Okay, we got to talk about this. Anyways, excited to share that with you guys, and some crazy stuff on the way. There's always something crazy on the way, but I'm trying to space out purchases. I'm trying to space out sharing with you guys and revealing stuff to you guys because I just want it to be... I want it to be refreshing, fun, and I know there's so many other topics to talk about that have nothing to do with what I'm personally collecting. So we will address some other stuff that's been going on in the hobby tomorrow. Anyways, you guys have a fantastic day. Peace out, everybody.